What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. As many of you guys know, I'm a New England area native and in turn a huge New England Patriots fan. And it's been a tough year. I'm not gonna lie. Tom Brady's deteriorating and the team around him isn't helping him out, at all. But I was looking at the players in the NHL and the annals of NHL history that have, played on great teams early in their career, won championships, and then later on, as their career went on, put up great individual performances on some pretty good teams, but never came close again. And come up with Jagr every time, because you look at Brady wins 3 Super Bowls in his first 4 years in the NFL, and then it's been 10 years since they won it. They've been close many times, lost them 2 Super Bowls, a couple AFC Championship games, all that, but hasn't won a ring in the last 10 years. I mean, that is just, you got to come right out and say that. But you look at Jagr. He was an important contributor on the Pittsburgh Penguins teams that won those 2 Stanley Cups. I mean, but he was stuck, especially on the first one. He was a 19-year-old rookie out of the Czech Republic. You look at Mario and even like Ron Francis and even Mark Recchi, Kevin Stevens, guys like that. They shouldered the bulk of the scoring on that first '91 Stanley Cup championship team. And then the second one, he had 24 points in 21 playoff games. So I'm not gonna say he rode shotgun on that team, because if you saw the goal he had against the Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup final was amazing. Where he skated through all 6 guys, but that's neither here nor there. And you look at it with Brady. After those 3 Super Bowls, where he obviously had his great moments, but there was a great defense and some amazing special teams plays by Adam Vinatieri, guys like that. He's been one of the best He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. I don't think anyone will argue that. But to go from being a guy that helps out, that doesn't put up gaudy statistics, but comes through when the team needs them, to being a guy that sets the NFL touchdown record with 15 in 2007. Obviously, Peyton Manning broke that last year. And then, not being able to win those big games is, I don't say easily, but yeah, I guess that's kind of what I'm going for, like you used to, is, just what happens when you, just the way his role within the team and his dynamic change. Same thing with Jagr, being a guy that, was a support player, that chipped in when he had to, that came up big, several times in those 2 Stanley Cup runs, to being a guy that would put up 149 points in 1996 on a Penguins team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, I think after those 2 cups, obviously Jagr played on the Bruins a year and a half ago when they won the Stanley Cup final, and they obviously come up short against the Blackhawks. And he came close. I think went to 2 other conference finals with the Penguins. I think lost to the Panthers one year, and I want to say the Devils another year. Don't quote me on that exactly, but that's just what happens. And I look at the numbers Jagr put up. I mean, it's easy, to say, holy shit, this guy's one of the best players of all time. But he's got the hardware to back it up. But you always wonder, why didn't he ever win the Stanley Cup as the unquestioned lead dog on a team? And that's something you got to ask yourself. I mean, you can factor in any one of a number of things on that. I don't view Jagr's career as a disappointment by any means. You don't put up numbers like that and have a disappointing career, but it's something to think about. Same thing with Brady. I would never call Brady's career a disappointment, but you can say the second half of his career was after watching him wind down, wasn't as championship filled as it maybe should have been. And at the same time, you can say to yourself, well, this knock on wood, Brady and the Pats turn it around, but I just think sometimes you got to live in the real world and look at the whole situation and understand we could be watching the end of Tom Brady and the New England Patriots as an elite team in the NFL. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Jaromir Jagr Tom Brady comparisons. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season, the preseason, and beyond. Later, guys.